Good evening, America. Tonight we are live with Sean Cumberland, and tonight Chef Sean is going to be making a very special concoction. So, here to tell you a little bit about it, ladies and gentlemen, Chef Sean Cumberland.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me on the show, Steve.
Anytime, my friend, anytime. Welcome to the show. So, Sean, tell us, why are you here tonight?
Well, there's been this sort of phenomenon, if you will, going around the social media that I've heard about. It's called a pizza cake. I was actually talking about it with Brittany Davies a couple weeks back, and I've made Italian food before, and I've made food that gives you heart attacks before, and this seems to fit into both categories. So I want to give it a shot tonight and try and make my very own pizza cake. We've already started some of the prep work, and that's what we're doing.
Excellent. Yeah, I know in the past you've had a very successful run with Elvis Night and, of course, Italian Thanksgiving. Do you think tonight could be the first of like a pizza cake experience?
Well, we're gonna see how it goes, because again, this is a new recipe, which means could turn out really good, or could be something we're like, well, we tried that, and let's never do that again. Let's never speak of that again, and let's destroy evidence that we're currently filming of it.
That's it right here. We might have to cut this tape, but until then,
wait, we're using tape.
We're gonna go ahead and film this thing. What we're gonna do, Sean, tell us a little bit about it. We're gonna be following you through the kitchen, through the process tonight. But if you wouldn't mind, tell us what's going into the pizza cake.
Okay, well, first, I guess, let's explain exactly what a pizza cake is, just in case anyone hasn't read the articles. Basically, it's several layers of pizza, all stacked on top of each other, and then you bake it together like a cake in a pan. Like, so it's all one, and you kind of cut it like a cake. So it's maybe a little lasagna-esque, you could say, but with pizza dough instead of pasta might be a good way of describing it. I've already done some prep work today. We have done some homemade meatballs, because most people on the internet doing this is pepperoni pizza cake. I've never been a pepperoni guy. Certainly nothing against you if you are a pepperoni person. That's great. It takes all kinds to make the world go around. But I decided to make this some homemade meatball cake. Actually, if we can cut a second, I think the cats are going after the dough.
Oh, right, Sean. That was pretty funny right there. A little technical stuff with the cats were starting to get to some of your dough.
Yeah, they didn't actually get to the dough. They were going towards some of the flour. Don't worry, they've been locked away. The pizza has not been compromised.
Fantastic. It's going to be a great pizza, I think. Sean, you told me you described sort of a cacophony of cheeses to us.
That's right. Again, the general recipe just calls for mozzarella, and that's a fine way of doing it. I like to get a little elaborate. I like to get a little creative. So we're going to be mixing with the mozzarella. There's some Asiago, some Parmesan, some ricotta, and some feta. It's already been kind of pre-mixed together. We'll take a look at that. The meatballs have also been made. Those some homemade meatballs. We just took some ground beef, an egg, some breadcrumbs, garlic, oregano, cheese. Some marinara, a little ginger and soy sauce. I know that's weird, but it kind of adds a little flavor to it.
Spice to the dough.
So we mixed all that together, and we've rolled the meatballs in some breading, some flour, breadcrumbs, and cheese, and some miscellaneous things, just to give it kind of a little bit of a crunch on the outside. Not like crunchy, but it's just a little bit of a shell. That's how I like to make it.
All right, so for anybody who may be watching at home, you think this is something they should try at home, or will we know later tonight?
I think we're gonna know later.
Absolutely. So
nothing's gone terribly wrong yet.
That's right. And as Sean Cumberland, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to be Chef Sean tonight, cooking in the kitchen. We're going to be there every step of the way. Sean, you ready to get started?
Let's get started. Let's first show you what we've already prepared. The stuff we were just talking about.
Here you go, everybody. We're in the kitchen now, and Sean, what are some of these ingredients you've got?
Yeah, this is the cacophony of cheeses we were talking about. So like I said, it's mostly mozzarella, but it's got a block of Asiago in there, feta, ricotta, and various kinds of Parmesan, all pre-mixed and ready to go when we were ready to layer this thing together.
And I got to say, for the viewers out there, it smells delicious. I can't wait to try it. And
you want a spoonful?
Yeah, can we try it on
here? Yeah, we can try it on here. We can absolutely try it on here.
All right, you've got it here.
So it's been pre-mixed.
Just a little like this.
Yeah, just like that. That's fine. I don't eat all of it, obviously, but that's good.
No, that's good. You can really taste the ricotta and mozzarella. They're all there, though. That's wonderful. I'm not going to double dip. We're going to use that a little bit later.
Okay. And the other thing we already have prepared under here is our meatballs.
Another great set of meatballs. I see what you mean about that slight caramelization around.
Yeah. Just around the side. I like kind of the texture that gives it.
I'm not going to try the meatballs yet. We're going to heat them up a little bit later.
Yeah, we have an abundance of cheese. This we want to conserve our resources on a little bit more. I'm not saying I didn't have some while I was cooking it. I'm not saying I did. Are you a cop?
Every chef has to have a little bit of his own cooking. Sean, I'm looking forward to seeing it. And I see 4 layers of dough over there. Are we going to use a lot of that dough tonight?
I think we're going to use a fair amount of it. I think, given the size we're looking for, because the pot we're going to make it in is going to be about this size, we might actually get 2 layers out of each dough. We're going to see how that goes. I really don't know. This part is the big mystery.
Well, we're going to find out. We're going to be with you every step of the way along this tonight. I hope you all enjoy what we're about to see as much as we enjoy trying to eat it. Sean, good luck.
Thank you.
We are live back in the kitchen. Sean has been doing a lot of prep work, and it smells fantastic in here. Sean, what have you done so far?
What we've done so far is we've pre-baked a couple of the layers of dough. In fact, if you look in the oven, you can see us working on that. We just again, it's kind of oblong shape, but just enough to get it there, and I'll just kind of get it into the pan once it's cooked for about 8 minutes. Once it's cooked, you knock stuff over. But once it's cooked, you actually start layering the toppings, the marinara, the meatballs, and the cheese cacophony together. These are the first 2 layers. We got 2 more cooking in the oven.
All right, so that sounds pretty good. What steps are going to take after that? Once it's
all together, we're going to bake it for 25 minutes, and it should cook, and maybe we'll be able to get it out of the pot somehow.
Excellent. So we're kind of at the halfway point, and if it comes out of the pot, it's going to be delicious. All right, we'll be back with a little bit more about this. Sounds good, Sean.
Thank you very much.
So the final layer has been put together, and everything is ready to go in the oven now, Sean?
Yeah, we decided to do it as a 4-layer pizza cake, and we have the top layer, of course, does look like a pizza. It's basically just 4 stacked on top of each other. Lots of cheese, lots of sauce. I don't know if this is ever coming out of the pot, but I think it should be delicious. We might just have to go at it with spoons. I don't know how we're gonna do this. But,
well, one way or the other, in a few minutes, we're gonna know exactly how it turns out. So that goes into the oven. Is that right?
Yeah, and it's gonna bake for about 25 minutes.
So 25 minutes from now, we're gonna have our final results on tonight's pizza cake. Chef Sean. Well done, my friend.
Thank you very much. You're going to have some flour on your hand now.
We're going to see what happens. I got a little flour on my hand, but that is quite all right. We're going to see how this turns out.
I stepped on his foot there. I was trying to
that's okay.
Back out of the shot, and that's what happens.
That's just how it goes. All right, Sean. Let's go ahead and pop this baby in the oven and see what happens. All right, everybody. We're going to check in 25 minutes and see what the pizza cake looks like. It'll be enough for everyone in the house. Those of you watching at home, if this turns out well, we're going to give you a recipe on how to make your own pizza cakes. And Chef Sean will give some final words of advice as well.
Pizza dough.
We can cut it anytime. Okay, Sean, we're back and we've taken it out of the oven. So what are our first thoughts now that this is out of the oven?
It is now a completed pizza cake here. I've just got to figure if we can get it out of here somehow is the big question. I think we might be able to lift it up, and I think this will be a team job for people who are more coordinated than me. So
that's a good idea. I'd like to call in a couple of other people while we're on. Brittany Davies is coming into the shot.
Oh, thank God.
Brittany, good to see you. Brittany's going to be our assistant here. Welcome to the show.
I'm here to save the day. Okay.
All right, what we're going to do, we're going to try to get this out of there and put it down onto the plate. We'll see how it turns out right here, everybody. Go ahead and I'm going to stay out of the way.
This is going to wind up.
Oh, I need to do the whole thing.
Yeah. No, actually. I got some spatulas if that'll help.
We can edit in the music from Raiders of the Lost Ark where they're putting in the. Okay, that's the whole thing, isn't it?
That's the whole thing.
Brittany, well done. That's great. So now we unfold it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And we see what happens.
And this is what a pizza cake looks like.
It looks interesting. Zoom in on this pizza cake right here. It's layered, and it's got foil and different cheeses. Meatballs right on the top right there. You can zoom out a little bit. Perfect. Now, we don't know how this is going to turn out. We haven't ever attempted anything like this. Is that right, Sean?
No, this is an experience unlike anything we've ever done.
That's right. And now we've taken you out of the living room and put you in the kitchen, which is next to the living room.
Yeah, and there's actually a little window from the kitchen.
That's right. As it gets unfolded, we're going to see what it looks like. We're going to see what it tastes like.
Like a flower.
It's unfurling. It's unfolding.
I think that's as far as it's going to go.
Yeah. Now the big question is, how do we actually serve this? And that's where we're going to have to get creative. Now we can get plates for everybody.
That is the real question and the real concern. So Brittany's here, Sean's here.
Yeah.
And we're taking a look at it right here. But
this is a pizza cake.
this is what it is, ladies.
That's at least a first attempt at it. Certainly, you always learn every time you do some ways of improving it.
So what we're going to do next is we're actually going to slice into it and attempt to try this live right here. Sean, as the chef, Chef Sean, everybody, would you like to try it first? Or would you like us to try it?
I'd like you to try it, and that way, if it's terrible, I don't have to have any.
I understand. Brittany and I, what do you say? Let's try it together, Brittany.
He said just you.
Well, don't you think Brittany should try it
You
too?
can take a bite, and then I'll be happy.
Is there anyone in this house willing to Lady and the Tramp a piece of pizza cake?
Brittany, if you and I will do it, we're not going to do it. Why don't we go ahead and take a fork and a knife and maybe cut a slice of said pizza cake.
Do we want like a big scary knife? Here's a big scary knife.
That's
Because,
what
I mean,
we
this
have
is for
going on.
cake. This is, you know.
This is a cake knife.
Perfect.
Actually, Sean, if you'll come over here, we've just been watching into Walking Dead season 4. If you'd be all right, so
No, that's not what we're doing.
we're gonna slice into this right here, and it cuts.
Yeah, it's not going to be very structurally sound.
It's
I
not
can guarantee you
structurally
that.
sound, but it looks good. Oh boy, look at those layers inside of there, and
Okay, let me get you a little plate for that.
and I'll slice another slice of it out of here. All right, there we go. Very, very interesting. Very good. Do we have like a pie?
We got some.
server?
Yeah, we might have that in the drawer actually. That's right in front of you.
Okay,
actually.
let's see if we can slide that out of
See,
here.
we can.
All these different tools and technology. Actually, the knife might work.
We got a spatula. How about a spatula?
Spatula sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and cut through the rest of this piece here. Put the spatula underneath it here. Move it over to the plate. Right there, just like that. And now, in just a moment live, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to eat a piece of Sean's delicious-looking pizza cake. I'm going to set this down here. All right. The moment of truth. The results
Are in.
All right, everybody. After all this time in the kitchen, the pizza cake that will be eaten right here tonight by me
Make sure you get some meatball in there.
to vie for a spot in my stomach.
Is.
You know what? This is fantastic, Sean. This is really, really good.
Oh, thank God. That would have been a whole waste of my day if this
This
was
pizza cake is really tasty, and we're going to have a recipe for you all online very, very soon. Or you can look up the recipe that we used online, which is all over the internet. So, Sean, well done. Delicious pizza cake. We'll make sure everybody here in our little group here gets some of this cake. It's very tasty and very good. So, thank you for making it, Chef. Well done.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, and I can't wait to have some of that.
Excellent. You got to try it too. We're going to do like a little follow-up after we eat to talk about it a little bit more.
We'll get everyone's thoughts on it.
Very good. All right. We are live back here with Chef Sean. One last time, we enjoyed a delicious pizza cake together, and now we're going to kind of collect some final thoughts on the meal. Sean, how'd you feel about that pizza cake, and what did you think when Brittany and the others ate it here tonight?
Overall, I have to say it was a very successful pizza cake. It seemed to go over pretty well. Everyone seemed to enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I certainly ate a lot. I feel pretty good. A little lethargic. I haven't shit yet, but I know it's coming.
The cacophony of cheeses that was involved in that, definitely something we might look forward to later. But I just want to say, I thought it was delicious. I would definitely eat that pizza cake again.
Well, there's some in the fridge. I'm going to have it for breakfast if I make it to the morning.
Absolutely. We never know what's going to happen next. This could be, in fact, a precursor to other meals of this type, you think?
I never rule anything out. I never rule anything. I can't predict the future. Basically, I can't commit.
I understand. A non-committal answer from a non-committal human being. Chef Sean.
Get it right.
Really well done.
Get my title right.
You got it. Chef Sean,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen. Sean, any final thoughts, any final words on what I would like to call a complete success of a meal?
If you can dream it, you can do it.
Well said. All right, thanks, Sean. Sean's got a lot of good cooking to do. He's done a lot of great events over the years, and we can look forward to more coming from Sean very soon. Have a good night, everybody.